Welcome back, everyone. This is MandoAllDay, back with another video. And in this video, we'll be taking a look at Nightwing. This is from the DCeased storyline. This is a DC Essentials, or DC Direct, not Essentials. Yo, it is DC Essentials, but DC Direct. So it's always, we're going to be taking a look at the figure itself in terms of the articulation, sculpture, and paint, and if it's worth your purchase or not. But before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button to support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So let's take a look at the box. Front of the box looks like this side, the back, the other side, top, and bottom. All right. Now let's take a look at the figure outside the box. Unfortunately, with these DC Direct figures, they don't come with a card, so it is what it is. This particular figure does not come with a, like I said, stand or card, nor any accessories, so what you see is what you get. So let's take a look at the figure itself. And I gotta say though, one thing that caught my attention, one, is just the detail right here. I did not think it was gonna go this deep into his head in terms of the scar. You see that? I honestly thought it was just gonna be like a little scuff right here. Almost like, just like so, like a small little scuff. But when I took it out the box, holy crap. He definitely got the brute of what happened. So there you go. So I gotta say, that head sculpture is fantastic. The painted white eyes, I'm a sucker for white eyes. The painted on the blood on there, his teeth, the tongue, of course, the marking right here, the skin ripping, that looks so good. That looks fantastic. Just look at that right there. Just look at that right there. It looks really good. Also on his forehead, you get that paint. I like it has like a little bit of gloss. It makes it look kind of more realistic. And of course, that damage on his head. Just look at that. Damn, that is just disturbing. But it looks so cool in his figure. Head articulation, left, right, it's good. Up, down, not very good. Up, down, left, right is good though. Articulation, again, left, right is good. Up, down is not. But the paint though is just fantastic. That's what I like about it. Just look at all that. The hair sculpture looks good. Clean looking hair. Painted black all the way around. But just that face though looks fantastic. I really like this head sculpture. It just looks so good. Just all that paint and detail. This is what I'm talking about. This looks so good. Shoulder articulation is good. Just mine's really stiff. Bicep, good. Elbows, good. Wrist, good. Torso, it does articulate. 'Cause I know with that one it does articulate, but mine is really stuck in here. So I'm not going to articulate the torso, but you can swivel again the torso. So you can swivel it, but that articulation on here is just ridiculously tight. And it looks good, man. The detail on the sculpture looks very good, very clean looking. I like the Nightwing logo on there, very bright blue, especially with the red with that blood. You can see a lot of muscle definition on there, the upper chest, definitely on the bicep, the back, again, consistent in terms of the paint, the Nightwing logo. Very masculine. You can really see the detail on his muscles. In terms of his hand, they got the knuckles on there too. They got that painted blue right there too with that red. Also present on the other hand as well too. And I gotta say, it's a good, clean looking figure. There's not much on, when it comes to these DC Direct ones, there's not really texture to it compared to the McFarlane one, the DC Multiverse. But then again, for this particular character, that's not mainly how Nightwing looks like. It doesn't really have a lot of detail on his costume. Sure, there are some other figures that make him kind of very, armored-like type of thing. But for the most part, though, Nightwing itself, in terms of his costume, is pretty clean-looking, so I can't really hate on it. But overall, though, what do I think about it? That's a good-looking figure. I think it looks really good, especially the head sculpture. That head sculpture looks fantastic. I really dig the head sculpture. I wonder if you could replace these head sculptures with the McFarlane ones. Let me know in the comment section if you guys have tried it or know that you can take this off, put it on one of DC Multiverse ones. But overall though, upper body, I dig it. I think it looks good. The paint's good. Articulation is good. Some parts, well, up down is not good in head articulation, but the torso is really stiff, and I know articulates, but man, this is just really stiff figure. So it is what it is. Leg articulation, good. Thigh swivel, it does articulate, but it's a little stiff. Wow. Knees, it does articulate. Just feel like I'm going to break it. Good. Ankles, good. And unfortunately, there's no toes. So in terms of the leg detail, Very muscular, defined muscles. Look at the thigh muscles. He does not skip leg day. You got the paint on here on the red on the left leg, or his right leg. Then you got that blue on there on his boots. And I don't know if this is by design, this terms of paint. You know, if you guys have this figure, let me know if this is part of the paint, because in the back it's clean here, but there's some little scuff marks there. So I don't know if that's... Oh, it does articulate there. Cool. I did not know that. So there's articulation there. Like I was saying, so I don't know if this is part of the paint. Maybe this is just a dirty one, but you got some kind of scuff marks on there, like dried up blood, which looks cool. Very different. But again, similar to the upper body, the lower legs, it's very clean looking. Like I said, Nightwing itself by the character, in terms of his costume, it's just solid black, and you can really see the muscle tone. So can't really fault on it. So what do I think about the figure itself in terms of the lower body? I dig it. I like the color blue. It's very bright blue. There is no texture to it. Again, these are DCeased Direct, and that's how the character is. So overall, I think it's a good looking figure. I really dig it. Now, of course, the main question is this worth your purchase price? Now, for retail price, the retail price for this is $30. For retail price for $30, no way. I'm sorry, no, thank you. There's no accessories, no card, no stand, and for $30, no. As much as I'm a fan of DC, and I like this character, I like Nightwing. Nightwing's a really cool character. For $30, I don't think so. If you were to ask me what's a fair price, personally, I think a fair price would, like, okay, maybe $20. I think for this figure, for $20, it's not a good deal, it's not a bad deal, it's just fair. Like, okay, it is what it is. Now, did I pay for $30? No. Did I pay $20? No. I got this during the GameStop deal for clearance, and I got this for, was it $12, something like that? So for that price that I paid for, heck yeah, definitely a really good deal for that price, though. For that price that I paid for $12. But like I said, for $30, no way. Do not get this for $30. I'm sorry, I don't think it's worth it. $20, I think it's a fair price. I think anything under $20, I think it's you're good to go, in my opinion. But for the price I paid for $12, heck yeah. But overall though, do I like the figure? Yeah, I give it a thumbs up. The figure itself, thumbs up for me. The pricing for $30, thumbs down. $20, alright, whatever. For anything under $20, $15, yeah. $13 that I paid for, fuck yeah, that's a really good deal. That's a fuck you deal. So, it is what it is, but there you go. Here is a look at a Nightwing from the DCeased storyline. And if you can stand. That's the only downside of these, they don't have a stand. There you go. Here we have another DCeased figure. There we have Deathstroke, and of course Nightwing. And in terms of the scaling, they're pretty much the same height. I would say no, Deathstroke is a little bit tall, just a tiny bit taller. Not a whole different, but there you go. We do a little face off. But in terms of the height difference, yeah, they're pretty much identical. They're just like a slight. Well, actually, I think it depends on. You know what? Maybe because of this. So I keep them. I'm having him on a stand, so that might have helped him a little bit. But it's just that white hair makes it seem like he's a little bit taller. But from the looks of it here, yeah, actually Nightwing is just a jar taller. So there you go. Just for comparison's sake, in terms of the scaling from Deathstroke and Nightwing. I mean, yeah, Deathstroke and Nightwing. Here we have Nightwing and, of course, Dark Flash. So you guys can see a little bit of zombie-like type of thing, and you can really see the McFarlane scaling. Unfortunately, they don't really scale too well, but I mean, it's not bad, though, because I don't think Nightwing is a really tall character, from my understanding. So, but there you go. Here we have Dark Flash, and, of course, Nightwing. And you can definitely see the scaling on here, how the McFarlane one is a lot taller. But again, I don't think Nightwing is a really, really tall character, so you can kind of work with it if you, depending on the McFarlane figure that you're going to be, comparing it to or displaying it with. Here we have Nightwing from the video game Gotham Knights, and of course, the Nightwing from DC Direct one. You can really see the difference in terms of the scaling, the detail in terms of the actual sculpture itself, and of course the texture material. And this is where McFarlane shines. Like I said, for DC Direct, for $30, I don't think it's worth the purchase price because it looks cool, but you just get a smooth figure, which is not a bad thing. But when you compare it to the McFarlane one, you could really see the textured designs. Look at that piece right there. Look at that Nightwing logo. That blue logo on there just pops. Not only because of the color, but also the texture design. Also on the shoulder pads. This is just one plain smooth detail on it. And same with the legs too. You can really see texture on the legs. But there you go. You guys can see in terms of the scaling. And yeah, unfortunately, this Nightwing doesn't scale well with this other Nightwing. And of course, the texture detail is definitely a lot better on the McFarlane. But then again, people could say, well, yeah, this is almost like an armored type of Nightwing. So I'll give you that. But there you go. Nightwing from Gotham Knights video game. Here we have another Nightwing figure, which is more similar to this kind of style. So we have Nightwing from I want to say, yes, it's from the Amazon exclusive family pack. And I don't know which one is it in terms of a skin. Either it's New 52 or Rebirth. I want to say New 52. I could be wrong though, but don't quote me on that. But anyway, so here we have Nightwing, and of course Nightwing from DC Direct. And again, like I said before, I'll say it again. With McFarlane DC Multiverse, you can really see that texture. Just look at that Nightwing logo here compared to this one. They both look good, but this one just looks painted. Just having that texture makes it really, really pop. Even though the color's brighter on here, but you can really see the texture. And in terms of the scaling, yeah, this Nightwing is shorter, unfortunately. But there you go. We have a little face off there. You guys can see the difference in terms of the scaling and, of course, the textured material. But there you go. Nightwing from the Amazon exclusive family pack, or Bat family pack. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with this figure, to plan to purchase this figure, or did you already purchase this figure? Leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn that support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So it includes an overview of Nightwing from the DCeased storyline. This is a DC Direct figure, and on to the next one.